Welcome to AG Chelsea TV. This is the YouTube channel that will bring Chelsea fans the latest news of the club in our hearts. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications to support me. Chelsea has a massive advantage to win Prem this season. Liverpool, along with Arsenal, are considered by many to be Manchester City's main rivals for the Premier League title this season. The Reds have made a strong start to the 2023-24 campaign, winning 5 of their 6 games in the top flight. Their only other result was a 1-1 draw at Chelsea on the opening day of the season. The Blues, meanwhile, have endured a tough spell since that meeting and have won just one of their opening 6 Premier League matches this term. Their poor form comes despite their huge summer spending, with Chelsea splashing out £434.5 million, the most spent by any club during a transfer window in Premier League history. Despite problems for Chelsea on and off the pitch, Klopp feels that Mauricio Pochettino's team, along with Tottenham, have a major advantage in the race for the top for this season, as they are not playing in any European competitions. Chelsea and Tottenham have no European football, Klopp said on Friday. 2 heavyweights not in European football, they have the whole week to train when others travel. It's a massive advantage. Getting into the Champions League this year will be a massive, difficult task because they will be well rested. Transfer message for Cucurella. Thomas Tuchel was still in the Stamford Bridge hot seat when Chelsea decided to pay Brighton £63 million for the Spaniard, but the 25-year-old has struggled to find his best form under a succession of managers, with Ben Chilwell already established as a key part of Pochettino's rebuild. Cucurella's hopes of resurrecting his Chelsea career were further hindered by the Argentine's decision to deploy Levi Colwill as a makeshift left-back. Cucurella appeared on the verge of a loan move to United earlier this month, with Erik ten Hag shorn of the services of Luke Shaw and Tyrell Malacia, but eventually settled on the temporary signing of Sergio Reguilón from Spurs. A failure to complete a move to Old Trafford has reportedly left Cucurella disappointed, and with his only appearances so far this season coming in the Carabao Cup, he could be forgiven for thinking he is being frozen out. Asked about the defender's chances of forcing his way back into his Premier League starting 11 ahead of Monday's West London derby at Fulham, Pochettino said, "I wasn't involved, but he's our player and I've been clear. He has chances, he can play. Mark is going to work hard. It's really clear. He's in our plan, and if he deserves to play, he will play." Pochettino warns Madueke. The January signing from PSV Eindhoven has made only 3 appearances under his new manager, with his only start coming in a Carabao Cup second-round tie against AFC Wimbledon earlier this month. Madueke has been nursing a muscle injury since he picked up a knock on England under-21 international duty and caused a stir when he was filmed partying at a nightclub in London last week. Pochettino claimed in isolation the incident was nothing to be concerned about, but conceded his players need to avoid certain situations. He said, "In my opinion, he is working hard to try and recover. He came back from the national break 10 days ago. Now he is well. He is trying to be on the same level as the team. This video, we were talking about that. It's a thing you need to avoid. All of the players need to know that when you are a player of Chelsea, you need to avoid these things. It wasn't a big issue, but we need to avoid these types of situation. He is recovering from the national team and we will see if he is fit." Madueke is among a clutch of young Chelsea players who are yet to show the consistency levels required to succeed at the top level, but Pochettino insists he retains faith in the 21-year-old. "It's not only Misha, Mykhailo Mudryk, it's many players that arrive," he said. "The level of these guys, because they are so young, changes, big change from where they come, and also it's not about arriving and performing when you are young. It's about adapting, helping them to settle. And then the most difficult thing is to understand what they need to settle and to feel comfortable and to express their talent." Chelsea announced £40 million shirt sponsorship deal. Chelsea will finally have a front of shirt sponsor when they face Fulham on Monday night, after the club officially announced their £40 million deal with Infinite Athlete, but it remains unclear when fans will be able to buy a shirt with the logo on it. Telegraph Sport revealed on Tuesday night that Chelsea had been handed Premier League approval for sports data company Infinite Athlete to take over from 3, whose front of shirt deal expired at the end of last season. Chelsea have played their opening 8 games of this season without a sponsor on their shirts and have been selling their new kit for this campaign without a logo on it. The club is yet to set a date when fans will be able to buy shirts with the Infinite Athlete logo on, but the men's team will display it live on television against Fulham after the women have in their Women's Super League opener against Tottenham Hotspur on Sunday night. Chelsea's deal with Infinite Athlete, which is understood to have been negotiated directly by the club's owners, is believed to be worth at least £40 million for the season. The partnership is expected to last past this campaign, but could take on a new form in future years. Infinite Athlete was only launched in August after Tempus Ex Machina, with whom Chelsea signed a 7-year product partnership in April. Acquired Biocore, co-founder of Infinite Athlete Charlie Ebersol said, debuting our new global entity, Infinite Athlete, to the world on football's premier global stage, and on the front of the legendary Chelsea FC kit, is a great honor, and we are humbled by the opportunity to be able to continue this journey alongside the best in the world. Chelsea's statement announcing the deal added, fans will be able to buy the 23/24 match and replica kits with Infinite Athlete branding on from official club outlets and selected retailers in the near future. Chris Jurasek, Chelsea's chief executive, said, "We have a like-minded partner in Infinite Athlete. The speed at which our relationship has grown, alongside the evolution of Infinite Athlete's business, made this an obvious extension to our partnership." De Zerbi breaks silence on Caicedo transfer. The Seagulls have not kept a clean sheet all season and wide open at times at Villa Park as Aston Villa ruthlessly exposed their weaknesses. Ollie Watkins helped himself to a hat-trick and further goals arrived from Jacob Ramsey, Douglas Luiz and an own goal from Pavis Estupiñán. The Seagulls hauled one back just after the break through Ansu Fati, his first goal since joining on loan from Barcelona, but they were way off the pace and soundly beaten. Head coach Roberto De Zerbi continues to experiment with his best midfield combination, and today 18-year-old Jack Hinchelwood partnered Billy Gilmore in the double pivot. Both were good on the ball, but lacked the physicality, protection and dynamism that Moises Caicedo provided last term. Caicedo was of course sold to Chelsea for £115 million last month, and although it was great financial business, it has weakened the team considerably. Mo Dayhoud, James Milner and Carlos Baleba were all brought in to help fill the Caicedo void, but Baleba, 18, requires some bedding in. Dayhoud was on the bench and Milner and Pascal Gross were both injured. Brighton lacked power in that area, and it was key reason why Aston Villa overpowered them. Speaking in the press conference afterwards, De Zerbi said, "We are conceding lots, but listen, we have to speak honestly. We lost Caicedo, we lost very important characteristics. We are playing in a different way because only Baleba can play with the same characteristics as Caicedo. Baleba is not ready yet." And that's the end of this video. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications to support me.